Welcome to the channel Numismatic World. If you want to know the price of this coin, then you are in the right place, but before its price, let's take a glance at its history. Today, we're diving deep into the story of the 1973 Lincoln Penny, a small coin with a big connection to U.S. history, economic shifts, and even the changing materials that shaped American money. From its initial purpose as a tribute to Abraham Lincoln to its transformation over the years, there's more to this penny than meets the eye. The Lincoln penny was first minted in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was a groundbreaking moment, as it was the first time a real historical figure was featured on a U.S. coin, setting a bold precedent that would inspire future coin designs. For over 6 decades, the Lincoln penny maintained its place as a widely circulated coin, but by 1973, both the coin's material and the economy surrounding it were on the verge of significant change. In terms of composition, the 1973 penny was made primarily of copper, with a small mix of zinc and a trace of tin. This specific blend, 95% copper with 5% zinc and tin, was standard for U.S. pennies from 1962 through 1982. This high copper content gave the penny a substantial feel, making it much heavier than the post-1982 pennies, which are mostly composed of zinc with a thin copper coating. The penny's solid copper blend gave it a distinct weight, color, and sound, which are all noticeably different from today's zinc core pennies. Economically, the 1970s was a challenging decade for the U.S., and the rising cost of copper added pressure on the U.S. Mint. This period saw a rapid inflation and a significant increase in commodity prices, copper being no exception. With the cost of producing each penny creeping up, it became increasingly clear that the penny's composition would eventually need to be adjusted if it was to stay in production at a reasonable cost. So, while the 1973 penny was produced in large numbers, it marks a point in time when change was already in motion behind the scenes. The minting process itself for the 1973 penny involved 3 main mints: Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. That year, the Philadelphia Mint produced around 3.7 billion pennies, while the Denver Mint produced over 3.5 billion. The San Francisco Mint, meanwhile, issued proof coins, which were created with extra care and designed to appeal to collectors rather than for general circulation. Despite the high mintages, the copper-rich composition of these pennies ensured they often had well-defined details, and their edges and lettering maintained clarity longer than pennies made in later years. While most 1973 pennies are common and found in high quantities, the quality and condition of each penny can significantly impact its value. Coins that have been preserved in excellent condition, those that are graded MS 65 or higher, meaning they're nearly flawless, can fetch a premium from collectors. Additionally, proof pennies from the San Francisco Mint, which display high-quality strikes in a deep, mirror-like luster, are especially popular among collectors and are often worth more than their face value. These proofs showcase some of the finest qualities that the 1973 penny could offer and stand as valuable pieces for anyone interested in coin collecting. Ultimately, the 1973 penny is more than just a coin. It's a small yet enduring symbol of a unique period in American history, minted during economic turbulence and in the face of looming changes. From the high copper composition to its connection to historical events, the 1973 penny is a reminder of a time when the cost of raw materials was beginning to reshape even the smallest items in our lives. Whether you're a collector, an investor, or just someone with an interest in history, the 1973 penny remains a fascinating piece of U.S. coinage. Have you ever held a penny in your hand and wondered if it might be worth more than just a single cent? Today, we're looking at a 1973 penny that shatters all expectations. By the end of this story, you'll see how one unassuming penny could be worth a life-changing amount. Stick around, because you're not going to believe the final price it fetched at auction. Imagine you're flipping through some old coins, and you come across a 1973 penny. You might glance at it, feel the weight of the copper, and simply toss it into your spare change jar. But what if that tiny coin was actually a hidden treasure, a rare collectible that could redefine the concept of spare change? Some coins, even when they seem identical to millions of others, hold a mysterious value that collectors are willing to pay a fortune for. So, what is it that makes a coin, especially a penny, so valuable? For collectors, it often comes down to rarity, condition, and sometimes, luck. You see, certain 1973 pennies possess qualities that make them stand out from the rest, yet they are almost impossible to come by. These particular coins, for example, might have been struck with such precision that every detail on Lincoln's face and every letter along the edges stands out with flawless clarity. Imagine a coin that has never been handled by human hands, free of scratches or smudges, with a perfectly preserved copper shine. Coins like these are a collector's dream. Coins graded in near-perfect condition, known as mint state or MS 65 and higher, are so rare they can fetch staggering sums. And here's where this 1973 penny became a legend. Not only was it kept in immaculate condition, but it displayed a depth of detail and luster rarely seen in pennies of that year. This one was different, so well preserved that it seemed as if it had just rolled off the minting press. Collectors immediately recognized its unique quality, and word spread about this extraordinary 1973 penny. When it finally hit the auction circuit, anticipation built to a fever pitch. Could this be the ultimate collector's item, the crown jewel of American pennies? The bidding started high, as collectors from around the world vied for a chance to own this rare gem. But the price didn't stop there. Each bid climbed higher than the last, surpassing previous auction records for similar coins. Every collector wanted a piece of this 1973 penny's legacy, and the bidding became a battle of excitement and determination. The numbers climbed to hundreds of thousands, then into the millions. People watched in amazement as this tiny coin, a simple penny, kept reaching new heights. Finally, after an intense bidding war, the auctioneer's hammer dropped, and the crowd was stunned by the final price. This single, small 1973 penny had just sold for an unbelievable $37 million. Yes, $37 million for a penny. One coin, preserved in remarkable condition and so rare that it captivated collectors around the globe. This moment made history, proving that sometimes, the smallest and most unassuming items can hold unimaginable value. So, next time you find a penny in your pocket, remember, you never know what treasures might be hidden in plain sight. Thank you for joining us on this incredible journey into the world of rare coins. If this story amazed you, be sure to like, subscribe, and explore our other videos where we reveal more hidden treasures and stories from the fascinating world of collectible coins. Who knows, maybe there's $1 million find waiting for you in your own collection.